anticipating a crashed economy and bewildered populace, the Bush administration has a plan. To the extent that money can be jammed up and pumped into the economy, it will be done. This includes lowering interest rates to banks, which has about reached its limits. This also includes such moves as extending the unemployment insurance time period, so that those unemployed can get checks for an extended period of time. But what will occur when many companies go out of business and the unemployed reach huge numbers and bankruptcies are clogging the courts? During the Great Depression, most banks failed, but not all collapsed, as everyone pretended not to notice the failures. Likewise, bankruptcies were rampant. But why collect a farm or house or business if you cannot sell it? The banks ignored the bankruptcy and failure to pay. The government ignored the essential failure of the bank, and later all pulled up and moved on. In like manner, a long forgiveness and period of ignoring non-payment or insolvency may emerge. During the Great Depression, migration of the homeless seeking work occurred, with many given work that was paid for by a place to stay, shelter, or meals. The barter system at work. The Bush administration is an isolationist, elitist group, and thus does not think of the man on the street so much as a human being as a pawn. Pawns get moved about and are not informed or asked their opinion. The Bush plan on what to do with many idle workers who are asking intense questions about the state of the world, the condition of the globe, and why everything but the weather and rising seas are in the news, is to treat them like children and assign them to parents and caretakers. Thus, churches are directed to take over charity efforts as a source at first of government funds and later no funds, but the plan is for the children to go there with their hands out. Thus, unwed mothers among the lower classes are to wed the fathers of their children, as though having this on paper will result in responsible parenting when government services are stopped. This is of course naive, silly, and if anything just giving those who are not providing information and are storing goods for themselves a conscience salve. A third maneuver is to gin up a citizen workforce like the Peace Corps, but doing their good work locally, in that those who are service to others minded are already doing work in keeping with their inclinations. What does this accomplish? In that those in the Bush administration would scarcely care to extend effort for the common man. Unless ordered to do so, they cannot imagine anyone in the populace doing this unless someone was coerced into the role. Thus, in the midst of what they hope will be a long-running war on terrorism, they hope to find enough volunteers for their domestic Peace Corps who will feel compelled by pressure from employers and church members that they will sign up for service.